everyone, what's up? Welcome to the Planetary Pool, and we're out here at Big Planet Comics, and this is for the week of June 17th, 2015. Man, this month is already flying by. Before we get started, I want to give a great big birthday shout out to my boy Mike Mason. Hope you're having fun, man, and hear that you got a whole bunch of Green Lantern stuff coming your way. So let's just jump right into it with this week's books. First up is Priceless #1 storyline. Be Yourself, book number 4, and this is by Jeremy Whitley, and Jeremy has done a good job with this book at making sure he tells great stories that empowers people. And in this particular book, one of the main thrusts of the story is a king's son who wants to be a tailor, and his father is forcing him to be king, learn how to be a king, learn how to do a man's role, and he's steadily fighting against his father of, trying to be the person that he wants to be. And he goes out in the woods with his father because his father's trying to show him some things, and then we find out his mother's gone missing, and then he starts to learn the secrets of actually what's going on behind the kingdom, but it's not going to stop him from finding his mom. The other young ladies that are involved in the book, they get into their own bind when their dragon crashes in the middle of the woods and they're kidnapped and about to be eaten by goblins. So Priceless, great book, been good all the way around. Make sure you check this out. Next up we have Mad Max Fury Road by George Miller, and this actually is based on the movie, but what's good about this book is the fact that it's actually going behind the scenes, showing us what's going with the concubines that was taken by the warlord, how they came to be, and all the things that led up. So this is more like a prequel to the movie. So if you saw the prequel, you enjoyed it. This book has some good art. I really liked it, and I'm looking forward towards more because we don't know how long it's going to be before we get another Mad Max movie. So definitely give this a good look at. Next up we have Brian Michael Bendis on Old Man Logan, issue number 2. Logan is going on a serious head trip with he and Emma Frost, and he's trying to make heads or tails about the world that he's in right now. It's just really crazy and nutso. The art in this book is very kinetic. I really liked how the colors were used, and it's just something to believe. Andrea Sorrentino just really colored the hell out of this book. Look at this, and this is like the second or third page of the book. And then what's crazy is once Logan starts to get a handle on where he is and what's going on, that ending is just like, man, really? So definitely, if you're still doing the Secret Wars things and you want to see what's going on in all the different Battle World books, Old Man Logan is one of those books to beat. Next up we have Archie vs. Predator, 3 out of 4, and I'm sorry, this is still a good book. This is still funny, still going on. Okay. And you have to read this book in the frame of mind that this runs almost like a teenage slasher with that Predator tilt to it. It's still done in the same cartoony style, but come on, this is just pure terror at its best. As Archie and the girls, along with Dilton, they go into the high school. The Predator tracks them there, and just all bedlam breaks loose. And then the Predator, and then we find out that Dilton has a robot. I just can only imagine the conclusion once it hits for this book. I mean, really, someone was just asking me about a while ago books doing crossovers, and Marvel and DC, you could really stand to learn a lot about how to do a proper crossover when you want to take two properties and bring them together, especially one that some people in this world still ignore. I mean, I have to be honest, I've not read a lot of Archie over the years, but when they decided to do the whole zombie thing, and now Archie versus Predator, it's a good jumping on spot to get people on board. Last but not least is the JLA issue number 1, extra size. Brian Hitch is writing this book, and Yeah, it's kind of a good way to bring us back into the DC universe. We got a whole bunch of parasite going on. We find out that there are some people who claim that they're trying to save Superman's life. It's a whole lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. It's a good way to kind of get thrust in. This is one of those books where if you kind of sat back during the whole convergence thing, if you're not feeling where Action Comics and Superman is going right now with his whole identity being out, this is a place where you can feel comfortable. This is one of those good books you could take a look at between this and Injustice, which you guys know I've been talking about Injustice for a while. So, not sure if this is really leading up to the whole Dark Side War, but just full of action, full of stuff going on as always. And again, another big cliffhanger ending with someone very close to Superman coming back. So those are my picks for this week. Let me just drop some other stuff that you all might be interested in looking at. We have Larry Young's Astronauts in Trouble #1 coming from Image Comics tomorrow. We have Wonder Woman #41 with the debut of the new costume. We have Southern Bastards #9 that's coming. Very good, solid book. We have Thor's #1. That's Thor's plural #1 with a little itty bitty Thor on the front cover somewhere. We have Hex #11, which I have to thank Topham from Big Planet Comics for getting me hooked on. Very excellent book. That's coming. XO Man of War from Valiant Comics is coming. And last but not least, Run Love Kill #3 is coming tomorrow. So those are my picks for tomorrow. Get to your nearest comic book shop, pick them up. Don't forget you can follow Big Planet Comics at www.bigplanetcomics.com. You can follow me over at www.popcultureuncovered.com. Follow me on Twitter at PCUncovered or Dreaded Deuce. I'm your host H, and unfortunately I will be out of here for about a week or two. Let's just say we got some family issues we have to handle, but we should be back sometime in July. Other than that, between now and then, we'll see you at the shop. And we are out.